Hi job seeker, this is Naomi once again, and as you can see from the title of this video or topic for today, it's about 2 difficult out-of-the-box questions and answers plus tips. Now this is as per request by one of our avid viewers. Her name is Miss Celsa Scobia. Hi Mom Celsa, thank you so much for giving me this difficult or challenging question, liking my videos, and of course subscribing to my channel. Now the reason why I am saying this is a little difficult or challenging for me is because I never met this question before. Plus, I've looked into the internet and looked for possible answers to these questions, but I wasn't able to find any. So what you can expect from this video is this is purely based on my own perspective, based on my own understanding, and based on my own thinking capability. So without further ado, let's begin. But before I start, if ever that you would like to have or you are expecting for more videos about topics like this, then please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon next to it so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. If you did already, thank you so much. And so let's go. Let's jump right into the question that was asked to me. The question is, how can you sell a camera to a blind person? Now, as you can imagine, it really is difficult for you to sell something to a person who is incapable of seeing the actual item that you are selling. So a camera being sold to a blind person is really difficult. So later I'll go ahead and try to figure this out and try to answer this, give you tips of course, but I actually created 20 out-of-the-box questions and answers already, and one of those is the question, how can you describe a red color to a blind person? And this is somewhat related to that question, so I'll go ahead and try to relate this question to that question later. Okay, so I'll give you question number 2 that she gave me. Now the question is, how can you sell a cigarette to a non-smoker? So this is difficult for me as well to answer because I don't have or I never experienced smoking whatsoever. So it really is difficult, but I do have a little experience when it comes to selling, so let's see if I'll be able to apply it later in this video. So let's start with me giving you tips when answering question number 1. So remember that question number 1 is, how can you sell a camera to a blind person? Now here is tip number 1, because I have 3 tips for you, I believe. So this is commonly asked when you are applying for a sales position, may it be in a corporate setting or in a business process outsourcing industry. Now if you're applying as sales executive, sales engineer, marketing assistant, or any other position related to sales, okay, then this question might be asked to you by your future interviewer. Okay, so be ready. Next tip. Think of the best feature that camera you are trying to sell has, then match it with your prospect's interest or lifestyle. Now, really, if you're a salesperson, you should know what are the best features your camera has or the products you're offering has, so you can somewhat brag it to your client or prospective client. Then you have to, of course, match it with your prospect's interest or lifestyle. Next is, yes, that person won't see himself or herself using that device, but it can be used to save memories and capture moments with his or her loved ones. Now, I'm sure that you already is getting an idea of what will be my answer to this question, right? So here is my answer to that question, finally. Okay. If I were to sell a camera to a blind person, I will convince him to purchase it by giving him the features available on that camera that would benefit him despite his condition. I will allow him to feel like he's an ordinary human being despite of his visual incapability. My selling strategy would be this way. So here it is. Alright, so hi John, I have here a special product made just right for you. It is our latest model of camera. It has 2 exciting features in it. It's capable of generating excellent photo quality as it has high resolution. Same goes with its ability to take videos at its finest quality. I believe your family loves capturing memories with you, and so this is going to be a perfect option for you. On top of that, this camera offers also clear voice recording, so you can definitely play back all your future recordings and reminisce those lovely moments with your loved ones. Now, that is my answer to that question. Now, you will ask me, if that blind person bought that product, then who will set it up, right? Then that's the reason why I mentioned his family, because if ever he can't do it himself because he is blind, as we all know, then his family can do it for him. Plus, I've mentioned that this camera has recording, right? Video recording. So if ever that he cannot see the photos itself or the video itself, but then he has the capability to hear it, to listen to it and feel it, right? So that's it. That's basically how you can relate that question. Okay, you can answer that question. So what do you think? Did I answer it right, or do you have comments with regards to my answers? Okay, so I'm sorry if I'm trying hard to speak in English. The reason for that is we also have other viewers living across, in the other countries like that of India. So there are viewers from India as well, and so that's the reason why I'm trying my best to speak in English so as for them to understand what I'm saying. Okay, so let's proceed to the other questions. Okay, so I'll give you tips in answering question number 2, and as you can remember, the question is, how will you sell a cigarette to a non-smoker? So this is really difficult for me. So here are my tips for you, and actually this is a form of question. So are you a smoker? Yes, I am referring to you. Because if yes, how would you influence a person to do the same? Because that is how you can answer this question. If you are a smoker and then you are selling that cigarette to a person who doesn't smoke, what are your strategies? How are you going to convince them? So you are the only person who can answer that question, but still I'll give you answer to this one. Another tip. Or you never smoked your entire life, just like me. Now, what if someone offered you to do it? What will be the reason for you to say yes and do the same? Okay, so you are selling a cigarette, but you never tried actually smoking, and you are trying to offer it to someone who doesn't smoke. So how are you going to deliver that? So it's it is still on your own thinking, but yeah, let's go ahead and proceed with the other tips. Oh, it's really difficult, huh? So yes, this is typically asked if you're applying to any sales position, as I have mentioned earlier. So yeah, for sales engineers out there, sales executives, and other. So have an influencer mindset. So if you're think of the famous influencer that you know, and then relate to that way of thinking. Okay, then you may sell it to a non-smoker, and so that doesn't mean he'll have to engage in smoking too, right? He can sell it as well to someone else, right? So if you're thinking like, why will I sell cigarette to someone who doesn't smoke? Then automatically he or she will reject me. But how about if ever that he or she rejected you, then you can say, you can try to sell it, right? Yeah, try to sell it. Try selling that cigarette to that person who is not smoking, and then tell him that he can actually sell it or resell it to a person that he knows that is smoking. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about my grammar. So poor. If you know what I mean, yes, so you know what I mean, right? Then check your prospect's lifestyle. Is he somewhat lost or is he sad? You have to identify it. So, okay, here is the answer to that question. It's really difficult, but it's okay. So if I were to sell a cigarette to a non-smoker, I'd convince him in a way that I will not let him feel offended. I can deliver it this way. Don't judge me for answering this way, huh? So, for example, me as the seller. Hi John, I have here a product that will help you in a way. Whenever you're sad, you can just grab one and use it. If you're going through something and you'd like to think of better ways to get out of it, this is a better company. And if you are bored or something, you can use it too. I have here 1 pack of cigarette for you. Then John answered, no thanks, but I don't smoke. Then me, oh, not a problem. If you're not a smoker, then I know that you're looking for an extra income, especially these days. So here's the deal. You can buy this to me at cheaper price, then resell it. You'll get good commission out of it. Sounds good? Okay, so that's my answer to this question. If ever in the future it will be asked to me by my interviewer. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below. Please comment down and let me know if my answer is bad, worse, or worst, or is it good? Okay, so if you reached until the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If you learned something, please like this video or give this video a thumbs up. Share this video and of course subscribe to my channel. And I am wishing you best luck for your interview. And until next time, ngayong. Bye!